Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. I mean, if my kids wanted to do this, they could have an opportunity, but if they don't cut it, I'm gonna fire their ass.
Whoa. Time out. Come on, man. Time out. You fire your kids?
What? Huh? Would I?
No, like serious. All jokes aside, would you fire your kids?
Yeah.
Wait. So would you fire them or like reposition them in a different
I would
department?
reposition them and get them another job with another company. Yeah, but I think the thing is, but here's the thing. I wouldn't have to fire my kids because the job that they're going to do, I know they'll be able to do it. I'm not going to ask them to do CJ's job, who's the EP at Club Shay Shay. I'm not going to ask them to do Ash's job or something like that, an editor or graphics. That's not what they're good at.
You're not going to throw them in
I can find a job where they can be good at that, but it's, I'm a demanding boss. And they're my kids. Ash is shaking her head. Ash, don't do that. But look, I think I owe them that to give them an opportunity if they wanted to do this. But my son didn't want to play football. He's like, it was too much because he dropped a pass and they tell him, well, your dad would have caught that. I know your uncle would have caught it. Well, you ain't got speed like your dad. He didn't want to hear that. Man, let the man, bro. He 13, he 12, he 11. What you mean?
It's crazy to me because again, and it happens to us a lot in our community where, we throw shade on stuff like that. But when I really look back on it, like my owner in Denver for the Denver Nuggets, like our owner, Stan Kroenke at the time, like he couldn't own a certain amount of sports team. Mm-hmm. So he gave it to his son.
Right.
Josh run the team. Josh owned the team now and everything else. And Stan owns the Rams. And it's like nobody
Avalanche.
said nothing. Avalanche, like
and he got a hockey. He got a soccer team.
Yeah, like nobody said nothing. Nobody was like, it wasn't like, oh, he gave like his son isn't qualified. This or that. It was just like, oh no, hold on. And then
they've been passing businesses down for hundreds of years, JR. Yeah. And they don't bat an eye. It's us somehow feel that we shouldn't do that. Oh, it's nepotism. If that's the whole part of being in position. Right. So 100%. I can do something for it's the first time that I'm in position that I can actually hire this mofo. That's mine. He gonna get hired. Well, what can he do? Whatever I want him to do. If he just come in and just loaf, and he don't have to do that till noon. Whatever he wants to do or she wants to do, they can do that because guess what? It's my issue. So I've always wanted, I didn't know if I've ever would be in a position to do that. But he's gonna take over. Look at Jerry Jones, his sons. His son and his daughters. Charlotte, Jerry Jr. and what's the other name that looks just like Jerry? Steven. The Steinbrenners, Hank and Hal. Mm-hmm. What do they do? Besides hit the lottery. Oh, my dad is Mr. George Steinbrenner. My dad is Jerry Jones, X, Y, and Z. So my kids should have the same thing. They hit the lottery. Last day, their dad is Shannon Sharpe. 100%. So if my kids want to come, well, my daughter's going to come in January. I'm telling y'all, my daughter's putting in her 2-month notice. She put in a 2-month notice. So she going to be an employee. Now, I don't know if she's going to relocate because she loves the A, but yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, we shouldn't feel bad. Somehow we've been made to feel bad if we help someone, a family member or someone in our community. I ain't feeling bad about Ish. Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite Unc. I've teamed up with Whatnot this Friday, November 1st at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm joining the Cool Kicks gang here in Las Vegas. I'm auctioning off 300 pairs of sneakers from my personal collection, and it's going to a very worthy cause, the Savannah State Scholarship Fund. I'm going to start a scholarship fund because I thought it was appropriate for me to give back. I want to donate to my school that's done so much for me. So this Friday, November 1st at 7 p.m. Pacific, Whatnot and I are teaming up. We're going to have an auction, 300 pairs of sneakers, my personal collection. Some of these sneaks, guys, I didn't even know I had, but you get the benefit from it. Your favorite Unc. Out.
Nothing. Nothing. So let me ask you this: how does that feel being able to like being a parent and being able to put your child in a situation to where they can excel, not only excel but learn on their own time and like really take it, take it as far as they want to take it.
But plus, I want to see JR if this is something that they want to own, or am I going to have to get off of it? Because I don't want them to feel obligated because this is daddy's business. They feel this is not their passion. It's just like my son. My passion was to go play in the NFL. That wasn't his. So I wasn't going to force my passion on him. Yeah. I still won't force my passion on my kids. Guys, if this is something that you want to do you feel you have the wherewithal? Do you want to put the time, energy, and effort in it to do this for the next 20, 30 years? If they say, Daddy, we appreciate it, but this is not that's not what I want to do. So I don't want them to feel obligated to do it. But JR, to answer your question, it feels great. It feels great that I can really help my kids. I can help my family. And to give my daughter's like, well, Daddy, how much I'm going to make? I said, well, how much you think you're going to be worth? I said, don't be coming here talking about no $250,000 on an entry-level job. I said, but I'll make it worth your while. I want you to feel that you can earn a decent money. You can put some money away, but you don't have to look. Because I don't want you crying pole mouth to me talking about, well, Daddy, you ain't paying me enough. So I'm gonna pay you enough where you can earn a decent salary, but you can still live.
Yeah. Yeah, I read an article on the Minnesota Twins where there was, the family ended up just selling it, but it's like their great-grandfather had passed it down throughout time. And, the great-grandkids or grandkids, they don't want to run it or run a team, a sports team or whatever, but you just inherited like, a couple billion.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, it's all in. Obviously, if they're around it, and if this is something they graduate to, like my son, like I want them to, like as much as I love football and I grew up playing football, I want him to play golf more than I want him to play football.
Absolutely.
Like personally, that's just something I hope he just graduates to and takes to. Now, not necessarily say he does, but just at least give him the tools. So that's why I look at it like in business when they passing it down to their kids and whatever else. It's like it's not only just that business. It's life. They teaching them life skills.
Yes.
Like, look, this is how you flip something. This is how you make X, Y, and Z or quantify your dollar, 10x your dollar by doing X, Y, and work, regardless if you want to sell baseball cards, whether you want to sell seats at the arena or whatever you selling wine, whatever it is. But I feel like it's just something that just goes unsold and untold in our culture.
Yeah. Because I was having a conversation with Mark Cuban, and he said that's one of the reasons that he sold his team. He's like, my kids, do I want to burden them if they don't want to do this and just feel out of obligation? They got to run a team. That's what I want to do. I wanted to own a professional franchise. That's not what they want to do. And I don't want to feel like they're obligated to have to do it. Now, Jerry's kids, that's what they want to do. All of them jumped into the family business, and long after Jerry's gone, hopefully that's no time soon, Stephen and Jerry Jr. and Charlotte, they're going to run it. And the grandkids, they're in the business. They're probably going to run it. But everybody doesn't look at it like that, Ocho and Swish. And they're like, you know what? And if you don't have the passion to do it, let it go before it starts to dwindle down and not be what your grandfather or your father, your great-great-grandfather passed down to you. Just let it go before it starts to dissipate.
Hey, Cinco, you gonna let one of the kids run one of the McDonald's?
Yeah, it depends. That what, McDonald's might not be their passion. My kids are bougie. So I don't think that's something that they would want to do. It's okay. It's okay.
Not work it. I'm saying run it. Just manage it, make sure the money coming in. You had a couple meetings.
Just to be honest, they wouldn't even do it. They wouldn't even do it. That's not even a passion of theirs, and probably something that they wouldn't even want to do or take the responsibility on.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's the responsibility of every single day.
Yeah.
You got, at some point in time, I'm talking to Ash about something. I'm talking to CJ about something. And constantly thinking, Okay, how do I get better? Okay, Ash, what can we do? Okay, what graphics can we run? What segments can we build? Okay, CJ, how do we make Club Shay Shay? How do we be cutting edge? You know, a couple of situations where we had a performer, somebody that would come in and sing.
Right here.
And then we have a guest. And so we're always thinking about, but like I said, that's not where my kids are. My kids like collecting a check. They like being talent. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Some people like that. No responsibility. I know I'm going to make X, Y, and Z, and then I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might make something one week. I might make something totally different, but I'm willing to bank on me. A lot of people are not willing to bank on themselves. Some people will work their ass off to make somebody else rich, but won't work their ass off to make themselves rich. Now, explain that, Ocho. Yeah. Somebody will go sit their ass on somebody else's job for 20, 30 years and make that person and pay off their Airbnb and their timeshare and help them get a lot and a loft and a private jet. But you won't do that for you.
Yeah, but you have to understand. Think about, you have to have a fucking passion for whatever it is that you're doing to actually want to run it. The discipline to actually want to run it. The discipline to actually want to take on the responsibilities that come with actually owning something. It ain't easy. It's very hard. You think about all these entrepreneurs, Unc. All these entrepreneurs have all these great ideas, and they always crash out and burn because they expect instant success. Nothing happens overnight. It's a long, tedious process that many people don't have the discipline for, which is why they go work for somebody else, because it's instant check.
But you had the discipline to get your ass up every day for 20 years and 30 years and go on that man's job.
Yeah.
So I just, discipline is discipline. If you got to get up knowing that I got to be on Mr. Charlie's job at 7:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can't do that for you.
Mm. Yeah, but it's also fear. It's fear of failure. It's fear
of what it is.
Accountability on yourself, because at the end of the day, when you putting, and people don't realize this, like when you trying to make it, you putting everything into that.
You got to.
You we know as athletes, because we put everything into it when we trying to like do family go by the side. The clothes, the women, like everything drop by the wayside because this one goal got to be achieved, and a lot of people don't understand that because they didn't play team sports. Just a selfish individual, and just unless like call it what it is, a lot of negative people out there who negative towards themselves, let alone other people. So they don't have that belief system in themselves that they can even do it, let alone that somebody else who look like me who live next door that can make it.
Yeah, because a lot of times people will project, well, if I can't do it, I'm going to tell Ocho he can't do it. 100%. I'm going to tell Swish that, man, you know good well you can't do that. No, you can't do it. Don't project on me talking about what I can't do. And then sometimes when you start to have success, sometimes Ocho, Swish, the only success people will taste if they take a bite out of you.
Yep. Man, I had a coach in Denver. I don't want to cut you off. I had a coach in Denver told me I would never be a championship. I would never start on a championship team.
Ain't nobody told you that but old bald head George Carr.
I swear. You'll never start on a championship team. I'm sitting here like, damn, am I that selfish? Like, am I that damn, is it always all about me? And I'm sitting here looking at
Did you send him a picture of your ring?
Man, I should have sent him two because I got two of them things. So I should have sent him two of them. For real.
But let me ask you a question, JR. When he's saying that, because think about it, JR, you playing for this man. How can I go invest, put everything I got into it, get up in the morning and deny my family and be where I'm supposed to be, lift these weights? And here I got a man that I'm supposed to be playing for, and he's telling me what I can't do.
Before you answer, Jay, the whole thought process anyway, even once you get to the highest level, Unc, you ain't playing for him no way. You ain't playing for him.
No. What if your coach? Hold on, Mike Zimmer? What if Mike Zimmer and Marvin Lewis telling you, Ocho, we ain't gonna never win with you at start receiver?
But listen, you know what? I ain't paying that no mind. Who writing that check?
Okay.
What name is on the back of that jersey? That's what I'm playing for.
Yeah.
Hey, how them 50, 11 kids finna eat? I'm going to do what I need to do. I am not playing for you. I'm just saying, my mentality on it might be a little different. Yes, George Karl was his coach, but hell, I'm playing for that goddamn, for one, that money I'm making to keep it coming. Because if I don't play up to par the way I should be playing, I'm gonna be out the door anyway.
I'm gonna want to leave, because at the end of the day, you say that I'm not playing, but that's the head coach, and I am playing for him because he's coach. So I'm gonna want to go play. I want to go play for somebody else. I want to go play for somebody that believe that we can win, and I'm an asset to that winning. For you to tell me that, look, we're not gonna be a championship team because you own it, because you're starting. Ocho, they're telling you, man, we can't win no championship with you, Ocho. Not with your selfish ass. And remember what Tua said, how Brian Flores told him? He ain't playing for Brian Flores, but every day, you suck. I didn't want you.
And
beat you down.
That's what that dog is.
It's just like a parent. A parent that we've heard stories of parents tell their kid, you never gonna mount that. You saw the movie Precious. You saw it. Every day, you ain't ish. You ain't gonna never be ish. You just like this one. You just like your daddy. You just like your mama. After a while, it does have an impact on you. It takes a very, very, very few people have been able to overcome that. To hear that negativity on a daily basis, on a constant, and like, you know what? I'm gonna be able to push through it, because it's just like we said, Ocho. You got 80,000 fans, only 1,000 of them for the opposing team. But you hear those boos, don't you?
For sure.
1,000 boos can drown out 80,000 applause, cheering. I don't know what it is about the negativity that rings so true in our ear, in our inner circle. Think about the comments. Ocho, you get 50,000 comments. If somebody say, oh, peanut head, Ocho, yo, your mama peanut head. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way we wish.